Hey guys, what's going on? Cobra here, and today we got some very exciting information for Destiny 2 regarding the new social space, or the area replacing the tower. This information comes from an IGN first video showcasing the farm, which is what they're calling the new social space. As well as showcasing the new area, the video also featured a dev who gave more insight to what some of the areas are and their meaning. So first off, we get a big overview of the area, which looks really nice and big, very expansive. However, I wish the colors were slightly brighter and more vibrant. It's a little dark. But on the other hand, they're definitely going for more of a war-torn look, so I believe this fits the scene they're trying to create. Moving on, we see our first look at the new Postmaster Station. There's nothing too spectacular to see here, and it doesn't take up near as much space as the Postmaster in the tower, which I believe is a good thing. The next area we get to check out is the infamous Cryptarch area. This is a much bigger area than the one in the tower, so you and your friends can get greens from blue engrams all together. But on the real, I'm not too sure why there's so much space here. I'm assuming it's just for aesthetic purposes, but they did give this area a decent amount of space. I'm sure you've noticed by now that this Cryptarch is actually Tyra Karin, I think I said that right, instead of Rahul. I'm not sure if this means Rahul died during the attack on the tower. I mean, he does just kind of stand outside, but he might have just went on a separate path. I'm not going to be salty if he did die, because that little shady dude scammed me way too much in year one. Anyway, this area also has a mini Vitalis tucked in the left corner. I think I said that right too. The Vitalis was the giant spinning thing in the area where the speaker was, so I thought it was cool for them to add that little decoration and to tie back to the tower, although I do not believe there's too much meaning behind them doing it. Next up, we get to see the Hangar. This area is where the new ships and sparrows will most likely be bought, and it also looks like the gunsmith is in the hangar to the left, although they did not comment on that specifically. The hangar looked very dark and gave me a shady vibe, kind of like the emo Dead Orbit faction in Destiny 1. Moving on, though, we see an NPC fixing up other NPCs. The dev told us that the NPCs being fixed actually helped fight with Lord Shaxx, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to affect the story yet. I believe we'll just have to wait and see. Finally, we get to see the soccer field. That's right, they made a full working soccer field for us to stay entertained when part of the raid team says they'll be right back and then doesn't come back till an hour later. But the soccer area has working goals and its own scoring, so it should be a very unique and fun experience. Other than that, we learned that the farm will hold up to 26 players and that the farm will expand as the game progresses. They didn't go into too much detail, but it sounds like the new vendors and NPC will show up as the game goes on. They also said that they were adding other little secrets to entertain ourselves with, which I'm sure will be similar to the mountain climb at Fellwinter's Peak, or everything we tried to climb on in the tower. Overall, the new social space looks pretty nice and definitely fits the theme of the game. The farm is very spacious, so I'd expect lots of new vendors and areas to be added, as it sounds their intentions are to make it a very dynamic space, which I believe will be very good for the game. But anyway, guys, that's all the news I have for you today. Make sure to hit that like button if you're excited for Destiny 2, as well as subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest content, including Overwatch, COD World War II, and Destiny 2. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.